Thomas Gray Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day. His name having finally been called, an anxious prospect steps up for his turn to put his plate skills on display. Never has this player had the chance to command the attention of so many big league buyers. He looks to make his case for draft consideration. Most of today's Scout Day participants are not considered blue-chip prospects, but they all have blue-chip aspirations. A player looks to follow up his efforts at the plate with a demonstration of solid defensive fundamentals. At the major league level, the defensive standard is near perfection. This prospect looks to deliver as clean a performance as he can. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance. While preparing for the first of 2 games at the Topps Amateur Showcase, a prospect is approached by a representative of the MLB Scouting Bureau.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day 1 between the prospects from the West region and the prospects from the Central region. Darren Jacobs, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, as starting pitchers go, he's not real tall. Now, we've seen plenty short guys be very successful, but one of the keys is having good deception by changing speed. The ball doesn't come out from a high angle, so it appears to come in a little flatter. That means pitchers need to come in at different speeds to really fool hitters. We'll see how he does with that here.
First pitch on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, that's the kind of at-bat that proves to these scouts and front office personnel that you're a guy that can contribute at the next level. Knocks a solid double there, putting himself into scoring position and showing the world he's more than capable of being an effective offensive weapon on any roster.
And a breaking ball is bounced out towards second. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1. Coming to the plate now, Cam Garcia, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. Ready now, Kent Tracy, and their runners at the corners now. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Now batting, Steve Ibar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it, throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run. Striding in once again, Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Melton is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1. Stepping up now, Thomas Gray earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First delivery to him on the way. Slow grounder to first. He's got to hurry, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So coming to the plate, Thomas Gray, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hidalgo is there, and that's the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Thomas Gray.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that.
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. The relay throw, the tag, and he's out going for third. A 1 run is in to score on the play. 6-3 the final score today. The Central Prospects took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Clay Sinisi takes home the win. Philip Wada worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
For the center, 6 runs.
Digging in, Thomas Gray. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Thomas Gray.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
Cowan retreats to the outfield. Digging in, Thomas Gray, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Gray.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Scadam coming in. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. Now in the box, Thomas Gray. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Line to the right side, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. So striding in, Pablo Paniagua. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And they'll slap the tag on him here in now, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. So it's no runs on a hit. No. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Central Prospects jumped out to an early lead.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick, the Detroit Tigers select Thomas Gray, a second baseman from the Central Region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, new draftees After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. A welcoming manager offers some simple wisdom.
The show's continuing coverage of stepping into the box, Thomas Gray, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Digging in to try it again, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Line drive to left. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Pablo Paniagua. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Number 2.
Stepping up to the plate, Francis Montero, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in and looking for more, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Marquez waits on it, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. Stepping in, Thomas Gray.
Second baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Gray.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. High in the air out to center field. He makes the catch, and they move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Reading Fighting Phils used a nice bit. The game's settling in now. Thomas Gray, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Thomas Gray.
Oh, 2 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Marquez is there. 1 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Thomas Gray. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Gray.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Moving under it, Marquez. And that's the 3rd out. A run, a hit, and a man left. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Gray.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. To his right, Alvarado on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the... So stepping in, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Moving under it, Marquez. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. 5-2 the final score tonight. Erie came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way. Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league. Rich Bayless gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
And that's the first out. Into the box now, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Gray.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Jackson is after it. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no error. Ready for another shot now, Thomas Gray, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
There's one. Now at the plate, Pablo Paniagua, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in once again, Thomas Gray. The pitch.
Gray.
Swinging a soft liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Pablo Paniagua. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Line drive to center field. Marquez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here, as this ball game is over. 8-4 tonight. Redding took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Rich Bayless gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Chad Bell couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Time for minor league. At the plate, Thomas Gray. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Grounded up the first baseline. And that's through for a hit. The throw into second. And he's safe.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Standing in, Pablo Paniagua. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he might have another one, as this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. Into the box now, Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Sung giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's ready once again. Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Fukumori. And that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits. At the plate, Thomas Gray.
Second baseman, Thomas.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll get in there safely.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in the hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there.
And now they've got him in a rundown. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out.
The batter, second baseman, Thomas Gray.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits. 7-5 tonight's final. The Seawolves jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Tommy Chang gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Evan Ramos struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Minor league baseball. Digging in, Thomas Gray. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Hard hit ball to second. Abraham on the grass. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Now to the plate, Thomas Gray comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Wow, a flip to second for 1. But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third. So striding forward now, Pablo Peniagua, and their runners at the corners now. Struck him out, and now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Francis Montero, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. And the runner back. Runners off for second. Tries to dump this one out to left. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. And the way their pitcher is going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, toeing the slab. He's on fire right now.
Popped him up. Abraham is there for it. And that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 bases. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Lifted the other way to left center. Sung patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Ready for another chance. Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is pulled into right. Reyes is there to put it away for route number 1. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Seawolves took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Henry McKinney gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he allows just 1 hit through his 7+ innings of work. Willie Chavez records the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you.
Game's future star. Standing in, Thomas Gray. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Johnson is in pursuit. One away. Striding in, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at bat.
Thomas Gray.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is skied into short left center. Calling for it, Sanchez. And he makes the catch for the second out. And even with 2 outs now, they decide to hold that runner. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started that swing a bit too early. Hit out towards second. Klazuski is up with it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So digging in now, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Scooped up to second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. 9-1 is the way this one ends. The Curve jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never. Welcome to MLB. Stepping into the box, Thomas Gray comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Would have been a grand slam. The 0-1 on its way. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Johnson makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate, make it 5-1. Digging in for his second at bat, Thomas Gray earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at bat. Soft liner to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Soft liner to the right side, and he is in there.
Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, he isn't. You know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
Drilled to the right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Dan, from a pitcher's standpoint.
Striding into the box, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Into the box, Pablo Peniagua.
Number 3.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Striding forward now is the DH, Francis Montero. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. To second for 1. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. But one's all they get as the run scores.
Now batting, second baseman, Thomas Gray.
First pitch of the at-bat. Slapped hard the opposite way. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in.
Digging in now, Thomas Gray. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. 1 run scores. Now the relay home. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but 11-4 at the end of this affair. The Seawolves came out swinging with a huge first inning that really time for minor league baseball here on the show. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. A bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 3-2 contest. Now batting, Pablo Peniagua, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready on 1 and 2. Popped him up. Mora is there, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on. Striding in once again, Thomas Gray. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Soft liner out toward left center, and that's going to get down out there. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. Ready now, Pablo Peniagua.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Dorta, the runner at third. Cosmo at second. Gray at first. 1 gone. This is flared out towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. On to first, a double play. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men. Leading off the inning, Thomas Gray, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple.
And hold on now, that's a fair ball down the left field line. Should be at least a double. He hit the corner and tries for third. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him. Stepping up now, Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit out towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Pablo Paniagua. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Popped him up. Mora moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Francis Montero, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Runners on the move for second. That's popped up. Sandoval moving in. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving.
A player is encouraged to get all he can out of his given talents.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Thomas Gray.
And it's fouled away. Behind 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Didn't look to me like. Digging in, Thomas Gray. Look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Digging in, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball left side. Played on the backhand. And not in time. So there you go. The possible winning run is on to lead off the inning. Now in the box, Pablo Peniagua. The winning run is at first base. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Amaya is there, and he has it for the out. In now, Darren Lyons. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. There's one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. And he is out at the plate, trying to end. So striding in, Thomas Gray, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Stepping into the box, Pablo Peniagua. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Digging in to try it again, Francis Montero. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? On to first, and he really paid the price at second. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of minor league baseball. Stepping up to the plate, Thomas Gray is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Popped him up. Shell is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Thomas Gray comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him, and he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Grounded back up the middle, reined in. The tag gets one, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Digging in and looking for more, Kenji Aoki. He singled his last time up. And there he goes towards second. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Only play will be to first, so with the runner in motion, they stay out of the double play. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play, and stepping in and ready for another shot, Thomas Gray. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit to first. Novoa right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And this afternoon's game ends. game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way. Settling in now, Thomas Gray, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. He'll get it into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double. Now at the plate, Pablo Paniagua, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Thomas Gray, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Line drive to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
So stepping in, Pablo Paniagua. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry. Into the box now, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And a perfect start to the 7th as this should be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he did. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And a dive, but he's back in there. Gray stands at second with no outs. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pierce is there. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Next will be the designated hitter, Francis Montero. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Hard hit ball to second. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, D-Roy, that's a big RBI.
Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. This one's flared out toward left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in. He pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it.
And the runner will score from second. And he's in safely to third as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Welcome to MLB The Standing in, Thomas Gray comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Perez comes up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hits all. At the plate, Thomas Gray comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. The speed they always talk about with this guy was on full display there.
Yeah, when you've got elite speed like this guy does, Matt, you don't need any help from the fielders to give you more time. He's thinking extra bases as soon as the ball gets to the outfield, and that time he wanted 3.
Villafuerte is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Digging in once again, Thomas Gray. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Striding in to start the ninth, Thomas Gray, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. 6-3 the final score today. The Seawolves took shows. At the plate, Thomas Gray. He had a triple in the game yesterday, finishing 1 for 4. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gonna be a tough play. The second for 1.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Stepping in, Thomas Gray.
Second baseman, Thomas.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. 3 runs already home here. Fly ball out toward left center field. Sanchez has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2. Into the box now, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive, base hit.
Hey, this is another one of those cases, D-Roll, of not how many, but how many can you score? Lots of traffic.
100%, Dan. It's not about batting average in this league anymore. It's about OPS. It's about driving runs in at the end of the day, and they got to find a way. And they're doing that right now. They got the lead.
This one's down to third. And that's through into left, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Oh, now a ball hit well out to the alley in right center. And I don't think anyone's going to get to this one. This is going to get down for extra bases. 2 runs have scored. Throw won't get him.
Well, guys, there's an old saying about playing with matches.
Ready once again, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit. Throw into second. And they'll apply the tag, and he is out at second. Digging in, Thomas Gray. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. 0-1, here's the pitch. Well hit to right, but foul. Ready with the 0-2. Popped him up. Mora has a play. And that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom part of the order set. This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. Erie took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Chad Bell earns his first win of the season. Willie Chavez earns the save out of the bullpen, his 7th of the campaign. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Erie Seawolves and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Nick Turley starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the.
You can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Runner goes for second. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. So striding forward now, Thomas Gray. He reached on a single in his first try. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1, here it comes. Hard on the ground toward short. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. Ready for another shot now. Thomas Gray starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Sanchez. 1 away. (11-1) at the end of this one. The Curve took the lead in the 2nd inning and
A coach clues in a new team member on available resources.
Time for minor league baseball here on the Now to the plate, Thomas Gray. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Second baseman, Thomas Gray.
He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Runner back safely. He's running. Now he'll step off. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. The tag, and he is out.
That's an out.
Ready for another chance? Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up.
Thomas
Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike one. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
On the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's standing in. Thomas Gray, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Oh, and he serves this one out into right field. That one's going to fall in, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd.
Welcome to Kirby St. John. The California-born right-hander is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Line towards center field. Base hit, and they're into the hit column. Coming to the plate now, Pablo Peniagua, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Villafuerte is there, and he'll bring this one in. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now. Now at the plate, Francis Montero. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Striding in, Thomas Gray. He reached on a single in his first try. Ooh, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70%.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Pablo Peniagua. He flew out in his last at-bat. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. A tag for one. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Liner toward right center. But this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant.
This manager appeals to his hitters to be more discerning at the plate.
Let's get right to it. It's time for the Home Run Derby. Let's start the clock. That's his first home run. A very long home run. 3 minutes to go. There it is, his third home run. Out of here. That's his fourth home run. See you later. That one's in the bullpen. Home run number 6. 2 minutes remaining.